Back when I first mentioned I was starting to learn Portuguese, I said that I was going to continue using Duolingo, which I am, knowing that it was Brazilian Portuguese and I wanted to principally learn European Portuguese. I looked up what the differences were in pronunciation and I downloaded Memrise because that had European Portuguese on there being spoken by actual people. So how's that going? Well, very quickly I began to find Memrise annoying. I'm not going to say anything more than that because some people may love it, but it wasn't for me. So then I had the problem of how was I going to get the European Portuguese pronunciation correct. I think I have found the solution. I discovered this podcast on Spotify, Short Stories in Portuguese by Storyglot. These are stories at different levels of difficulty that are repeated in each podcast in very clear and slowish European Portuguese. I can just about understand the gist without the words. However, the words are on their website along with the podcast, also linked below, under the podcast tab. You have to go back to the first page for the first stories. It also has an English translation, but at the moment I'm not so worried about that. So what I've started doing is playing the podcast and reading along with the words on the website. So using the shadowing technique, but with the help of the actual text so I know what's coming. I hope that doing this is really going to help me fix that European pronunciation in my brain, so that once I finish the Duolingo course, however many updates they throw at me, I can concentrate on getting my pronunciation focused on European rather than a confusing mix of European and Brazilian Portuguese, which is almost certainly what I have at the moment. Of course, then I need to work out what's different about the grammar. I've already discovered that reflexive verbs are done differently. I hope there aren't too many things like that, but I'll deal with that one thing at a time. And now I'm going to show you how I'm doing by reading along with a part of a single story.
Debaixo da cama.
Debaixo da cama.
Todas as noites
Todas as
eu
noites
ouvia
eu ouvia
um ruído no meu quarto.
ruído no meu
Eu
quarto.
estava a dormir
Eu estava a dormir
com o ruído.
e acordava com o meu ruído.
Pareciam unhas a arranhar
Pareciam
o chão.
unhas a arranhar o chão.
Levantava-me na cama,
Levantava-me
mas não
na
via
cama,
nada.
mas não
Estava
via nada.
tudo escuro.
Estava tudo escuro.
Depois não ouvia
Depois
mais nada
não ouvia mais
e
nada.
adormecia
E adormecia outra vez até da manhã.